Hey everybody, it's your boy Iconic back at it again with another unboxing video for you. And today's unboxing video, is the S.H.Figure Miles Morales from Across the Spider-Verse. I've been looking forward to do an unboxing video on this. I did get this as a birthday gift, and I just got around to actually doing this. But so let's move from that. It's a little bit of a smaller box. I do like it when they kind of like compact it and stuff like that, but I do like the box. So we have a silhouette of Miles and then Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. And then we have like a little marking of SH right there. We got Miles right there. So we get two unmasked faces, some eyes, which I'm actually really... I don't think they've done it on another... I know there's an SH figure of a Spider-Man, but I don't know if the eyes were removable, but I do like that extra touch. And then we got some extra hand pieces and some webbing and stuff like that, but the box is really nice. So we got like Marvel, Bandai, more Bandai, and then pretty much very long title, and then we got another silhouette. I do like how his arm stretches and it kind of goes to the side of the box, and then we got like this side of the box, and we have him we have the figure itself in a cool pose. And at the back, I can't read any of this, but you know, it's Japanese, I would assume. He comes with like a couple of extra accessories and stuff like that, but pretty much it's just like a spitting image from the movie to figure form. But yeah, let's see him out of the box. Alright guys, this is Miles out of the box. A lot of accessories and stuff, so a little bit of tricky. But before I get started, there is something I didn't notice. In the box, there is this little piece. I don't know what it's called. You could call it a poker or a tool for it, because... so he does come with his own stand, which I will talk about in a second. But when you take the figure out, there is like a back piece on his back where his logo is. You got to use this to remove that so he could use the stand itself. So you can have him posed on the stand like permanently, like with the back piece, or you can use the little hook to grab his waist. I prefer him to be more secure. Sometimes these are like nice too, but I like just the fact that we have that option. The other thing I used this for was there's these little pegs or little covers for the platform. I made the mistake of trying to push it upwards, but you got to actually push them downwards. I got weird fingers, so I use this to kind of poke it through. So that tip for some of you guys, kind of learned the lesson the hard way with that. But before we get started, there is a couple accessories that I want to show off. But yeah, let's take a quick zoom. Anyways, so we got a demasked face of Miles, very well molded. It's just like his very neutral face. Very well done, very well molded. I love the texture of the hair, very like... I would say like kind of like an afro style with a bit of like his fade and stuff like that. So very nice. So there's that one of his unmasked heads, and then he has another unmasked head where it's like kind of like a smirk, so you can get him posing if you have like a Gwen or Spider-Punk. I don't know if they made the SH figure of Spider-Punk yet, but you know how I always say we digress. But very well molded. It captures kind of his like personality. Pretty good. I do like when SH does get like more unmasked stuff. So the neck. So this is an extra piece of neck for his neck, and you remove it when you want to have his unmasked form because it kind of looks a little weird, right? And yeah, so it is on like a little bit of a ball joint, so you know, and it shows a little bit more of skin, so it's like how he like removes his mask and stuff like that. So I do love the extra piece and the extra attention to that. Anyways, okay, so there is the... So I'm just gonna show one eye, but pretty much this is one of the eyes where you can kind of like remove from the mask and like clip it. So this is my right, and then here is the left, You guys can take a nice quick look. It's really nice. I like that. I like the little add-on for those, because like, you know, the eyes move when they're like surprised, so you can have them like one open and then or the other kind of like showing, like depending on like how you want to pose them and stuff like that. The next thing that I really did like is they give you spider webs, or I forget what the term is, but pretty much like they give you like 3 different types. So there's one that you can have them doing, like, you know, the famous web swinging one, so that's the short one. And then we have one where it's pretty much like full on out of the web shooter. And then we have one where you can have him posing as him like swinging. I have seen some people make like homemade ones of these, but I do like how they added it. I probably might paint these. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if I should give it a little bit of more detail, because it's just like a solid white. So I've seen people like they add like a little bit more of like depth to it. Let me know in the comments if I should or shouldn't. But I'll probably like pose them with like some of my Marvel Legends and stuff like that. But let's move on. We have so pretty much open hands for this. I think this is more for like wall crawling, or I guess you could say, because there's another open hand, I guess you could say like this is like for him to use his Venom strike. But the next pair of hands I'll show you, it kind of looks the same too, but I would say like if you can have him posing where he's like, oh no, kind of thing, or jazz hands as some people call it. Yeah, so there is this one, which it kind of reminds me of the Venom Strike hands, but yeah, they're very well detailed and so on. Oh, hold on, let me adjust that. So yeah, so they're like that. So I feel like you can either use either or depending on how you want to pose it. I know some people get very creative, but I do like the little reds under the hands. Well, red is my favorite color, so I'm a little biased on that. Now we got, you know, the iconic, you know, rock on, or the spider thwip hand. I don't know if there's like an actual name for these, but yeah, so they're like this, pretty well detailed, very easy to, you know, get them to do double or single. So pretty much I'll show you something that I will mention in a sec. And then there is this one. These are the hands that you can use. So this is the hand that can use this. So it looks like he's swinging. So you can either use either hand. It doesn't look like it goes all the way. Actually, yeah, you could put it all the way depending on how far you want to go. I feel like that would be reasonable, but hey, we digress. Let me know how you guys feel about that. But yeah, not too much to talk about the hands and stuff. But yeah, now let's get to the man of the hour. Well, I can't say Cape Crusader, it's just weird. But anyways, we're going to take a very quick look, and I know it's a little more zoomed in. So you can remove the eyes, so it's like this. That looks scary, but yeah, you can pretty much pop it off with your fingernail. And let me just remove that. Okay, so I kind of have concerns, I guess you can say. He is very skinny, like he's like the size of my palm. On height wise, so at first he kind of looks flimsy compared to other S.H. figures that I've had, but again, I think they're trying to go for like screen accurate, and Miles is like not like built, but he's like lean built, right? He has to be like acrobatic and stuff like that, so he does have like muscles and stuff like that, but we won't get into that. But yeah, so we do get full range on the head. You can pretty much get it all the angles. Okay, so the next part is he does have 2 joints. He has an inner joint and then the ball joint for his shoulder. So you can have him like do like some swinging motions. Just be careful, because sometimes they'll come off for me, but just be careful. And then obviously elbow. I forgot my anatomy for a second, and then the wrist. So there was something I wanted to mention. So if you wanted to use this, how it works, so I could remove that. What you want to do is actually put it on and then put the handpiece, or have the handpiece on like that, right? And you place it, and then he does like the thwip gesture or whatever hand you want to use. But that's pretty much it, so just kind of be careful. Getting the hands back on, quite easy, but again, always be careful and stuff like that. Moving along, his abdomen, or his abs section, he does have a bit of a forward and back, and he has a bit of his waist to kind of get it on, to kind of like twist and turn, but not too much, so I wouldn't go too crazy. So the next part is he has a ball joint, and then gives him more mobility to do all those like crazy acrobatics. He does have a full knee bend, and he does have a foot bend too, and his ankle is on a ball joint. Very skinny, like they portion him just like how he is in the movie and stuff like that. On his own to stand, he's a little tricky. That's why I kind of like it when they give him the stands and stuff like that. Let me just place him right there. Yeah, he looks cool. But I did want to mention this. I know that they usually give regular stands and stuff like that. I just love the extra mile where they just painted it black and then just added his logo and put Spider-Man across Spider-Verse, and obviously a little stand. Not like too much, but I just like this. But we'll move from that and just back to the figure. But yeah, very well detailed, very well molded. I believe his regular price is about $120 or $130 Canadian. Yeah, Canadians kind of get shafted with figure pricing, so it's how the cookie crumbles. But yeah, oh yeah, and then we got his back logo. So this is the little back piece that I was telling you about earlier in the video, guys. But besides this little weird thing, and I feel like he's made really well, and I like it. I just feel like I might break him, but I'm usually very careful. But besides that, it's a well good figure. I'm gonna let him just put back on that. There we go. Oh. But yeah, very easy to kind of get him on the stand and get him to kind of do some cool poses and stuff like that. I'm gonna probably pose him with my other Spider-Man stuff that I have. I don't got too many. Miles is probably one of my only favorites. Spider people, or spider, you guys know what I mean. We digress, like I always say. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a short one. I think we're gonna keep it short and sweet. Not much more to talk about. But before I go, guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also, if you're new to the channel, when you do subscribe, please hit the bell to get to all, so you get all my iconic videos. The pun is there. And also share with your friends, let people know if they're interested in all this stuff. You know, build up the community. I do see that it's slowly growing, but I appreciate everyone that's been watching. Also, let me know in the comments below if there's any upcoming figures that you guys want me to do reviews on, or anything that's older that I could probably get my hands on, and I will respond as quickly as possible. But yeah, I'm gonna call that it. But yeah, this is your boy Iconic going out.